Hello and welcome back to all my dear students. We had started with the practice at 8.2 part 1. In that we did some construction. I hope you all have completed your book. Let us do the remaining sums from the practice at 8.2. Sum number 4. So as you can see the question, sum number 4 you have, if diagonal of a rectangle is 26 centimeter and one side is 24 centimeter, find the other side. Okay, diagonal of rectangle 26. So first let us draw a rectangle, show one diagonal and one side is 24. Find the other side is the question. Okay, so be ready with your scale pencil. Okay, so I have drawn a rectangle. When will it become a rectangle? Once you show all the angles 90 degree. And we know that in a rectangle, the opposite sides are congruent. Okay. So, I showed the diagonal. One diagonal is 26 centimeter and one side is 24 centimeter. You can name this side as 24 or this side as 24. No problem. I have selected this side as 24 centimeter. The question is find the other side. Okay. So this BC we have to find out. We have drawn a rectangle and we have named it as ABCD. Okay. So let us solve. Solution. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. First you will specify that. Now one side, that is, let us name side DC is equal to 24 centimeter. Diagonal BD is equal to 26 centimeter. Then to find, we will write here only, to find what is to be found, other side, that is side BC is equal to how much. Okay. Now as you all can see, this triangle BCD is a right angled triangle. Okay. So in triangle BCD, angle BCD is 90 degree. So this is a right angle triangle. And which is the theorem which is related to right angle triangle? Yeah, I heard your answer, hypotenuse side test. We will apply hypotenuse side test in this right angle triangle BCD. We will get BC easily. And remember my dear children, this question is asked in the 10th standard board exams so many times. Okay. So you are now in that level. Okay. Congratulations. You all can solve this sum very easily. Okay. So let's start. So we will write in triangle BCD, specify measure of angle BCD is equal to 90 degree. Reason you will write why it is 90 degree, because that is angle of rectangle. All the angles in a rectangle is 90 degree, no? So that is the reason why we are saying BCD is 90 degrees so confidently, because it is angle of rectangle. So therefore, by hypotenuse side test, or you can write hypotenuse theorem, any one word. By hypotenuse side test, you know the test, no? What is the test? Hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. Name of the hypotenuse here is BD. BD square is equal to BC square plus, which is the other side, DC square. Okay. So in this triangle, hypotenuse square BD square is equal to BC square plus CD square. So CD square. Substitute the values. Do you know BD? BD is how much? 24. BD is equal to 26. Right, BD 26 square is equal to BC, we don't know. So write BC square as it is, plus CD we know 24 square. Now 26 square is equal to how much? 26 square is 676. Multiply and check. Is equal to BC square plus 24 square will be 576. Okay. So therefore, let us bring this 576 to opposite side. Plus will become minus. Therefore, 676 minus 576 is equal to BC square. Subtract 0, 0 and 1 is equal to BC square. So how much will be BC? Square goes to the opposite side. It will become square root. So therefore, square root of 100 is equal to BC. Therefore, what will be square root of 100? 10. So BC is equal to 10 centimeter. All the units are in centimeter. So did you get the length of the other side? You got BC as 10 centimeter. Okay, so write the final answer. Answer, other side of rectangle is 10 centimeter. That's it. Okay, so easily you got the answer from hypotenuse side test. Go through each and every step, specify the reason here and hypotenuse side test also. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, now the fifth question. Lengths of diagonals of a rhombus ABCD are 16 centimeter and 12 centimeter. So rhombus diagonals measurements are given. Find the side and perimeter of rhombus. Okay. Find the side and perimeter of rhombus. If you get the side of the rhombus, we know in a rhombus all sides are congruent. Okay. And please recollect the remaining properties of a rhombus. Turn the pages and check if you don't remember. In that meantime, I will draw rhombus. You also draw a rhombus. Show both the diagonals. Okay. So you can see I have drawn the rhombus ABCD. Name of the rhombus is given in the question ABCD. One diagonal is 16. So we will write 16 here. 16 is for this diagonal. Okay. The other diagonal is 12 centimeter. So the other diagonal I will mark. This is that other diagonal now. So this way I'll mark 12 centimeter. 12 centimeter. Now what are the properties of rhombus that we did in the last class? Do you remember? The diagonals of rhombus. Yeah. Diagonals of rhombus bisect each other and are perpendicular to each other. No? That means the diagonals bisect each other. This and this. Okay. Single marked I have already used for the sides. So this part of the diagonal and this part of the diagonal will be congruent. Before that, let the diagonals intersect at point O. Let this be point O. Diagonals divide each other equally, bisect. This part is equal to this part. So if the whole, that is BD is 16, the whole BD is 16, how much will be DO and OB? 16's half, 8, 8. Similarly, the diagonal AC is 12. So how much will be AO and OC? 12's half will be 6 and 6. And what is the other property that you learned? That the diagonals in a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. So perpendicular sign we have to mention. So show the perpendicular sign also. That means each triangle became a right angled triangle. No? So if I take this triangle, it will be this way. Right angled triangle. And this is the side of the rhombus. No? See, A, B and here you have O. Diagonals bisect each other and are perpendicular to each other. So this will get a right angle. Now this became a right angled triangle. How much is AO? 12's half, 6. How much is OB? OB is part of this diagonal. The whole diagonal is 16. 16 का आधा 8. So this will be 8. Same way, no? Here also you are getting a right angle triangle. We will use hypotenuse side test. When you use hypotenuse side test, you will be able to get this side, which is the hypotenuse. The side opposite to right angle is called as the hypotenuse. Triangle का hypotenuse, rhombus का क्या हुआ? What is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle here? Just take this and fit here and see. As you can see, the triangle's hypotenuse here, when you fit it, it became side of the rhombus. So, we will get the side of the rhombus easily. Now, you have to write all these details in the solution. Okay, so let's start solution. First, we will mention quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. Then mention diagonal. We will start with BD. Diagonal BD is equal to 16 centimeter. BD is this one, 16 centimeter. Next diagonal. Diagonal AC is equal to 12 centimeter. Then the diagonals intersect at point O. Intersect at point O. This also we specified. Now let us show that the diagonals are divided into two equal parts. So you will write, therefore, because it is a rhombus, AO is equal to OC is equal to half of AC. What did I write? AO is equal to OC is half of the big diagonal AC. Okay? So how much will be AO and OC? Therefore, AO is equal to OC is equal to half of, how much is AC? 12. Half of 12 will be 6. AO is equal to OC is equal to 6 centimeter. Okay. Now for this, we will write the reason as, what is the reason? Diagonals in a rhombus, both the property we will mix and write. Diagonals in a rhombus are perpendicular. You can use the symbol perpendicular bisectors of each other. Bisectors of each other. 90 degree भी बनाता है and they divide the diagonal into two equal parts. Same way you will write for the diagonal BD. I wrote for AC, no? AO is equal to OC. Now you write for BD. What will you write? DO is equal to OB is half of DB. Right? Therefore, DO is equal to OB is equal to half of DO. OB किसका half है? DB. Half of DB. Now, DO is equal to OB is equal to half of DB. You have specified the reason. Okay. Then again you can write the reason. Same reason, write it. Diagonals in a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Perpendicular bisectors of each other. Okay. So what will be DO is equal to OB is equal to half of, how much is DB or BD? 16. Therefore, DO is equal to OB is equal to 8 centimeter. If you want, you can put it in a box so that it is highlighted. Same way, put it in a box so that it is highlighted. Now let us start with the triangle. This triangle which I brought it outside for you. What is the name of the triangle? AOB. So you will write, in triangle AOB, angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Why? because the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So no need of writing it third time. No need of writing the reason again. So in triangle AOB, angle AOB is 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem or hypotenuse side test, any one reason you can write. Okay, I am writing here by Pythagoras theorem. You can write by hypotenuse side test also. So what is that theorem saying or the test saying? Hypotenuse square AB, no? AB square is equal to AO square plus OB square. AB square is equal to AO square plus OB square. Write it. Therefore, AB square is equal to AO square plus OB square. How much is AO? 6 square plus OB, just now we got 8 square. 36 plus 64 is equal to 100. So therefore AB square is 100. Therefore AB will be square root of 100. Square root of 100, so simple, 10 centimeter. What is AB? AB is the side of the rhombus. Okay. The next step you will write. Therefore, side of rhombus AB is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay. So just to look at the figure, if AB, one side is 10 centimeter, how much will be all the sides? Yeah, all the sides will be 10, no? Because in a rhombus, all sides are equal. So what will be the perimeter? Perimeter means addition of all the sides. There are 4 sides. All sides are of equal measurement. 10 into 4 is 40. Or 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 40. Okay. So you will write, therefore, perimeter of rhombus. Okay, you have to specify this formula. Perimeter of rhombus is equal to 4 into side, which is equal to 4 into 10, 40 centimeter. Specify the final answer. Side of rhombus is equal to 40 centimeter. Then write perimeter is equal to, side of the rhombus 10 centimeter. Perimeter is equal to 40 centimeter. So sorry, this is 10. So this will be the final answer. Highlight it and put it in a box. Okay, so this way you have to highlight and put the answer in box. Side of the rhombus 10 centimeter, perimeter 40 centimeter. Okay, so in both the sums today we got an opportunity to use hypotenuse side test or Pythagoras theorem. Now some of you, if you forget the property of rhombus, that when the diagonals meet or intersect each other, they make 90 degree angle, no? And the diagonals are bisectors of each other. So this property gave us the solution for the sum. Okay, now let us move on to the next sum. Okay, now the next question, 6th question says that find the length of diagonal of square with 8 centimeter. Find the length of diagonal of square with 8 centimeter. I told you the same type of question is asked in board exam also. So you have to draw a square. What is a square? A quadrilateral where all angles are equal, all sides are also equal. All angles are 90 degree, all sides are equal. So side is given as 8 centimeter and we have to find the diagonal. Draw the figure. So as you can see, I have drawn a square, shown all the angles 90 degree, all the sides congruent. We will name this square as, okay, let us name it as Coro. Same alphabet we can't use, no? So, actually now it became con, angle con. Okay, so let us call this square as square con. C-O-R-N. So in this square, as you can see, all the sides are 8 centimeter. We have to find the length of the diagonal. If you know one diagonal, the other diagonal will also be of the same measure. Why? Because we know that diagonals in a square are congruent. Okay. So let us write quadrilateral CORN is a square. This will be the first step. Side of quadrilateral CORN is equal to 8 centimeter. You can also write side of the square. Now, if you have the side as 8 centimeter, let us take each triangle. As you can see, two right angle triangle. No? 90 degree means two right angle triangle. Either you can take the name of the triangle COR triangle or CNR triangle. Whichever triangle you want, you can consider. Okay, so we will write, therefore, angle COR is equal to 90 degree. Why are you saying that it is 90 degree? Because it is angle of a square. All the angles of a square is 90 degrees. So this reason you have to specify. Now we will write in triangle COR by hypotenuse side test. Okay, hypotenuse side test. Now you have to fill in this box. I will write the answer in the form of box. By hypotenuse side test, what is the name of the hypotenuse? CR square is equal to, you complete the box, plus, okay, I hope you know the answer, which is equal to, so therefore CR square is equal to, you will write CO square plus OR square here, no? This one side square plus other side square. Both the sides are 8 centimeter. So 8 square plus 8 square. 8 square is 64, no? Plus 64 is equal to 128. Therefore, CR is equal to, CR square is 128. Square goes to opposite side, square root of 128. Okay, so keep it as square root of 128. You will not get a perfect square. This is not a perfect square. Square root of 128 answer. You write, if you want, you can factorize. 128, if you take the factorization, goes in 2's table. 2 6s are 2 4s are. 2 3s are 2 2s are. 2 1s are 2 6s are. 2 8s are. 2 4s are. 2 2s are. 2 1s are. Okay. So let us see this 2 pair, this 2 pair, this 2 pair. 1 2 is alone. So how much is the answer? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So the answer is 8. And inside the root, 1 2 will remain. Okay, 1 2 is left alone. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. 8 root of 2 centimeter. So CR we got 8 root 2 centimeter. Even if you write this, if you keep the answer as root of 128, that will also do. Okay, but we can do the factorization. So we got CR as, how much is CR? 8 root 2. So diagonal we got 8 root 2 as the diagonal. That is the question. Write the final answer. Answer, diagonal of the square is equal to, or diagonal of the square is 8 root 2 centimeter. That's it. Okay, so we have reached the last sum of this practice set. 7th sum. Measure of one angle of a rhombus is 50 degree. Rhombus again. Find the measures of the remaining 3 angles. So we will draw a rhombus, show one angle as 50 degree. Okay, in a rhombus, recollect the properties. Opposite angles in a rhombus are congruent. Okay, and you remember, one pair of opposite angles are acute angle, other pair of opposite angles are obtuse angle. Okay, remember we have done this figure, this type of figure in the last part, that is part 1. Okay, so let us draw a rhombus and show one angle as 50 degree. Okay, so as you can see, I have drawn a rhombus, sum number 7. Okay, we will name this rhombus very, very costly rhombus, huh? BMW car. So, rhombus name is BMW R. The name of the rhombus is BMW R. I have given all the sides equal because in a quadrilateral, if all sides are equal, it is called as a rhombus. So, this is a rhombus. One angle is 50 degree. So this angle is looking like obtuse angle. So this angle I did not give as 50, whereas this angle I gave as 50 degree. We have to find out the remaining angles. Okay, so let's start. Quadrilateral BMWR, and BMWR is a rhombus here. Okay, this is a rhombus. What is the measure of the angle? Angle BRW is equal to 50 degree. If BRW is 50, its opposite angle, that is BMW, the costly angle BMW will be, measure of angle BMW will be 50 degree. Why? Why? Because opposite angles in a rhombus are congruent. Opposite angles in a rhombus are congruent. Okay, this we know. This property we know. So, if one angle is 50, its opposite angle will also be 50 degree. Now, what about the remaining two pair? That is these two opposite angles. They both will be of equal measure. Let us consider the measure to be x. So, if one angle is x, its opposite angle will also be x. Okay. So, all these things we have to write. So, we will write, let angle MWR, let angle MWR be x respectively. Okay. We are supposing this. So, let measure of angle, let angle MWR be x respectively. Therefore, angle MWR is equal to angle, its opposite angle is MBR. MBR. Both will be x. Why? Again, you will write the reason as opposite angles in a rhombus, opposite angles in a rhombus are congruent. Opposite angles in a rhombus are congruent. Okay. Okay. Now again we will go back to the 360 rule. If you add all the angles in a quadrilateral, you will get 360. So let us write, in quadrilateral BMWR, angle B plus angle M plus angle W plus angle R is equal to 360 degree. Reason, angle sum property of quadrilateral. Okay, all the angles if you add in a quadrilateral, it will be 360. Or you can write sum of the measures of angles in a quadrilateral is 360. Or just write angle sum property of quadrilateral. Now let us substitute how much is B. B is x plus how much is M. M is 50 plus 50. It is 50. W. W is also x plus R is also 50 is equal to 360 degree. 50 plus 50, 100, x plus x, 2x. 2x plus 100 is equal to 360. Bring 100 to opposite side, therefore 2x is equal to 360 minus 100. 360 minus 100 became 260. 2x is equal to 260. Therefore, x is equal to 260 upon 2. Therefore, x is equal to, divide, 2 ones are, 2 threes are, and 0. So, we got x as 130. What is x? Angle MWR, we got 130. If MWR is 130, then MBR will also be 130. Okay, so write the final answer. No need to write again that opposite angles in a rhombus are congruent. We have written it 2 times. Now directly we will write the final answer as, okay, I'll show it here. Answer in quadrilateral BMWR, measure of angle B is equal to measure of angle, B is equal angle is W, is equal to measure of angle W is equal to, how much we got? B and W is equal to 130 degree. Next, measure of angle. Now which angle is remaining? B and W over. Now measure of angle M is equal to measure of angle R is equal to 50 degree. Okay, 50 degree. Okay, so we denoted all the angles of the rhombus. All 4 angles we showed. We have specified proper reasons also. Okay. So I hope you have understood all these sums. Pause the video. Frame the steps in your mind and then write. Don't just copy paste what I have written. Okay. So I hope all my dear children have understood each and every sum thoroughly. Complete your books. We will meet in the next class with the next part of the chapter. Till then, bye and take care, my dear students.